Hi there! Are you ready to paint this beautiful spring themed rabbit with me? Come along and I'll show you what you'll need and how you can go about it. Here's what we'll be using today for our project. Some watercolors, you can use any that you have at home. Watercolor paper. I'm using Ayush Paper's watercolor sheets. They're perfect, almost like fabric, and I really like them. A couple of circular objects, an eraser and a ruler, a pencil, a few brushes, a flat one. I'm using the Princeton Neptune, a round brush, a slightly bigger one, and a slightly smaller one. I'm using Princeton and the silver brush. And some embellishments. These are optional. Also, it would help to have a masking tape, a pair of scissors, a glass of water, a palette, and a cotton rag. So I have gone ahead and pulled out a sheet from the watercolor book. I then used some masking tape and taped down the four edges of the sheet to a surface just to help me paint. Using the circular objects, I'm drawing the body as well as the head of the rabbit. I then went ahead and drew the ears. With the help of a ruler, I drew some vertical lines and some horizontal lines just to help me create the plaid pattern. So let's go ahead and take a look at our color palette for today. We will be using a couple of pinks and a couple of blues. I have also gone ahead and painted out a small sample of the plaid pattern. This is how the colors repeat. You have the dark pink and the light pink, and I have preferred to leave the third color as white. You could also use a lighter color if you wish. So let's use our sample as a guide to mark the color of each of the segments on our rabbit. I have used a pencil to indicate where the dark and the light pink would go and which of the segments would remain white. It is also a good practice to use watercolor pencils if you have some, because a graphite pencil can leave marks sometimes. This is how my rabbit looks, and these are the colors of each of the segments. We now move on and paint our rabbit. We start with the lighter pink and then move on to the darker pink and paint each of the segment in the color that we have marked. In order to paint our background, we first apply a clear coat of water and then start with our lighter shade of blue. We then move on to the darker shade. Using a flat brush helps us blend it uniformly. We apply the dark shade to both the left and the right edges. Once our painting has dried, we can go ahead, remove the masking tape and even trim to get our desired size. We can go ahead and attach a ribbon. This will help us hang our rabbit. Now we can use the embellishments to dress our rabbit up, and I have shown several ways that you can do that. Our rabbit is now ready to be hung. Thank you for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed making it.